Hey everyone, I'm Laura the Beauty Buster, and I'm here to talk to you today about lymph drainage. And you're like, well, what is she doing with these, and how does a gua sha fit into it? Well, let me tell you, lymph drainage is one of the most important things we can do as estheticians, and it's always overlooked. Your customers probably don't even know what lymph fluid is or the lymph system, but here is the basic definition. It is the garbage disposal system of your body. So we definitely want to keep it moving. It does not have a pump like the blood, so we need to pump up the lymph, and that is our job. There is no pump for it. That is our job with our hands or through exercise. That is the only way that the lymph is moved throughout the system. So today we're going to talk about how to do that inside of every single treatment that you do, every facial, and with simple little movements. You can have fun tools like I have, or you can just use your money makers. All right, so let's get started. First of all, I like to start with the armpit pump, and I just put my hands both at the same time while they're laying on the table under there, and I will pump it. And you could either move your hands. I just kind of move my fingers about 10 times. Then after I do that, we want to start down at the neck first, and we don't want to start at the top. You see that in videos all the time. You will cause a backlog of lymph, technically, a little bit. So we want to clear it so then as it drains from the top down, it's got somewhere to go. It's not all getting jammed up. So what you can do, this little thing is pretty cool. It's a silicone egg, and before that, we want to do the clavicle pump. So you can start here. We're just going to do 50 pumps, just like that, very simple. Or you can do in the middle, right around here, 50 pumps. You can make a little bit of a circle if you want, whatever works for you. Then we want to kind of go down the neck. So you can use your hands. You can use very light touch. It's not digging in. You're not doing any kind of massage. It is very light down the neck. That's what this is really kind of nice for. You can do this with nothing on the skin. You can do it with cleanser on the skin. You can do it with oil on the skin, whatever works for you. So then another thing we want to work on with the lymph is the jawline. So we really want to work this for definition, for the jowls, and for puffiness and bloated looks, because when the lymph is backed up, we will get puffiness, especially under the eyes. And so I really like to use the roller for this because I find it gives me just the right amount of pressure. And I'll kind of always like go back along the sides here, but it gives me just the right amount of pressure to help drain in case I feel like sometimes I am a heavy-handed person. So I feel like this stops me from doing that. I just let the pressure of this kind of do all the work that I need to have done. Then if you want to use your gua sha, you can as well. So obviously with gua sha, you know you're not going to be digging in, but you can definitely take a very, very light touch and go like this. So you're getting a lot of surface area done here. And so when lymph is backed up, it can cause a whole host of problems. Obviously, it's really serious when it deals with cancer, and but it can contribute to psoriasis. It can contribute, I can't like work and talk at the same time. It can contribute to psoriasis, eczema, skin rashes, puffiness, like I said, under the eyes, a bad color in the skin, unhealthy color, sluggish skin, lack of exfoliation, or like sloughing off of the skin cells. Obviously, once you go start using this, you can see that's hitting muscle. So when you're doing it light, no muscle. And you want to go start in the middle, go out to the face, and then down, because you have got lymph nodes in the back here, and then you've got them in the neck area, and then underarm. So we always want to be going down in that direction towards the heart, always towards the heart. And then I love to use this under the eye, and then I'll go down. And I'll do each stroke about 10 times at least. This pump, I'll do 50 to 100. And make sure you are talking to your client and telling them why you're doing what you're doing, what you're doing. Do a little research about how lymph fluid, what happens and when lymph fluid is stagnant and that it doesn't move. And if they have had lymph nodes removed, you want to be really careful about doing lymph drainage. You might want to stay away from it depending on their story and what's happening with their cancer treatment right now. It is a bit of a different technique. And then this roller kind of just does it, and I just go down. The roller is cool, so at the end of the facial, it feels really great. I do it at the beginning of the facial, and then I do it at the end. And I tell them what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and the whole purpose. If you don't, they have no idea. And an educated client is the best client. And then I'll also take this and kind of just smooth it around. This feels really good, the coolness under the eyes, especially if puffiness is a concern. You really want to work this area. You don't want to go back and forth and back and forth. If you're working the muscle, that's fine. But with light like this, this is all you need to do. All right, guys, I hope that helps. Start pumping up the lymph. I get everybody looking good, firm, definition. Who doesn't want that? And get that garbage disposal system going, gone.